Hey everybody, Ralph Havens here, and I'm a physical therapist, integrative manual therapist, and a healer for the past 39 years. And if you've been dealing with a chronic condition, something that hasn't been helped with other practitioners, when doctors and other practitioners just don't have the answers yet for you, whether you're dealing with an autoimmune condition, some other sort of chronic or mysterious condition, a chronic pain condition, even anxiety, we have answers for people with those kind of things. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. And if you need my help, just let me know. So the reason we found that people have these chronic conditions and they're not healing can best be described with a little story, I think. You know, if somebody has a cut and it heals, that's a miracle. It's truly a miracle, right? You heal. Healing is amazing. I believe it comes from spirit, from God, from natural things in the body. The body's supposed to heal. And when it doesn't, then what's going on? Now, you can have 5 different people with a chronic cut that's not healing, and it could be 5 different reasons. One person might be diabetic, and you got to get the blood sugar under control, of course. Another person might be have a big infection, and you got to get the infection under control. You know, another person might be some little elderly person, and they're just not eating enough real good food, just eating a little cereal, and they're dehydrated, and you got to get their nutrition, and then their cut heals. So there's many reasons a cut might heal, but once you heal that or shift it, clear it, the body can get on with healing. And that's the way I found with these chronic illnesses and conditions and chronic pains, including anxiety. And so just a couple of quick stories just to give you an idea, and you can look at a lot more of the success stories in our links with success stories, because if you know something's been done for somebody else, you know it can be done for you. So I myself had a 8-month history of unable to run with a calf strain. I found a therapist after lots of trying and lots of different things. I was already a physical therapist, and they found a condition in my vessels of my heart. Sounds kind of crazy, but there was a manual therapy technique, and after a 2-hour session, I was able to run again after 8 months of not being able to run. So my body was protecting my arteries and the heart, and there was a way to help it heal. And another client came to me after years of having terrible headaches, neck pain, back pain, after a car wreck, had seen a lot of people and nothing was helping. She came from another state and actually saw me in person here in Bellingham. And when I first took a look, I have a way to what we call map the body. I found deep grief and sadness in her lungs. So what do you do with that? We didn't do talk therapy. I'm a physical therapist, integrative manual therapist, but I do have techniques to release those deep spiritual pains. There's lots of spiritual pain in this person's lungs, and her headaches and neck pain and back pain went away, and she asked what that was all about after all these years of not getting help. And I told her it was, you know, deep spiritual pain. It was grief and sadness. And then she told me who had died in her family before her car wreck, and it was devastating. And so, you know, in that case, there was a protection. She was protecting herself from feeling this deep sadness, this deep spiritual pain. The cool thing is you can help clear that, or we can help clear that, and then she could heal. And a lot of other wonderful stuff happened in her life. We've had stuff where somebody had an ankle problem that was persistent, and she kept falling 3 times a day. And it was, you know, she'd had a car wreck years before, decades before, as a teenager, almost lost her foot, had lots of botched surgeries, a lot of mental and emotional anguish around this. And we found that mental emotional anguish, we found where it was, and we helped clear it. And after 1 session, her foot never popped out again. So the key with this type of healing is to find what is going on with your body. There's a reason you're dealing with something. I can help find it. I've been studying this stuff with different approaches. You know, you could say, what do you do, Ralph? Well, it's integrative. There's a manual therapy component, there's an energetic component, there's a Qigong component, which is an ancient Chinese way of healing. There's lifestyle, there's looking at detox. There's all sorts of reasons somebody might not heal. Well, I've got a way to find it. It's called mapping, and we can map the body either in person or over the airwaves, over Zoom or over phone. So if you're dealing with something that just hasn't been helped yet, and you still have at least a glimmer of hope that there's got to be a reason, my belief, my premise is there's always a solution. If it can happen, it can unhappen, and it's been my experience. So you can look through our success stories, see a lot of different things that have been helped to get an idea. The main thing is, what can we do for you? So I'm a physical therapist, I'm an integrative manual therapist, I'm an energetic practitioner. I use lots of different, or a few key ways to find this root cause. If you need my help, just reach out to me. You'll see my contact information below, and just let's chat. All right, hope you have a good day. We're out here to help heal ourselves and heal the world and get healthy and happy and whole. All right.